Bandits robbed the Ghana Society of the Blind and stole a computer and $300 cash. But after realizing that the money was nothing substantial, the bandits gave the cash back and fled the scene. Anthony Robinson had the first encounter with the bandits.
So I go outside to pick up my clothes. And after picking up my clothes, for coming to the building to close up back the door, it had some guys outside. I don't know who's who, but it had some guys outside, and them man just run in the place and run and strip me down and get me on the ground, and they run to the big man. Well, he fully sighted, and they start touching it and asking it for the money, with the money, and the keys to the build for the doors them that lock up. And he turns out, he have no money, I'll leave you alone. He is very blind people in it, so you can't have him blind people and them thing there. And they left and they run over Asa.
Leroy Phillips, a member, said one of the bandits had a gun. He said it was around 10 p.m. when a few members of the institution were hanging around the building when the bandits pounced on them. Phillips said the ordeal lasted for about 10 minutes and he hid himself in the washroom the entire time.
Well, we think it's about 3 to 4 persons were here. One of them I heard was masked and another was armed, but I'm sure all of them were armed. But just one who mentioned that he had the gun and he could shoot anybody who gets out of the way.
Ganesh Singh, also a board member, said the frequent break-ins at the society are something the society has been trying to rectify for a long time.
As this area is very much isolated and a lot of crimes do take place, and on many occasions blind persons are the victims. The police, the response is very unprofessional, very poor, and it leaves a lot to be desired, because on many occasions we would call the police whenever there's a vagrant or a junkie outside that will be tormenting the persons in here. They would say, once them in trouble in you or they ain't doing nothing, there's no need for us to come. You understand? They would come, they would harass the junkie out there, but they wouldn't remove them. So when they're gone, it repeats itself. So last night was just the whole climax to everything that has been going on here for the past few years.
He said the police were very unprofessional in the conduct of the probe.
And again, the police response was poor. Nobody came after the president called him back. Leroy called a friend of his, a police, on his phone, and he came. Then this morning, 2 CID officers came, very unprofessional in the action. They spoke to a few persons, took no statements, they took no pictures, and I inquired. They just didn't pay much mind to me, and they went about the business. They said a crime scene team will come here later on in the day. Let's hope that they do come. But I'm calling on the authorities to look into this, have the police deal with this thing more professionally, because those guys were armed, they were masked, and they know what they're about. These are not just any ordinary bandits or thieves.